Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roger's Kakasungura YouTube channel, and we are growing at a very high speed. I want to thank each and every one of you who has taken his time to really support us in terms of subscribing or sharing our content. If you're watching this video, kindly, and you have not subscribed, I request you and I beseech you, please press the subscriber button and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you are able to get my daily uploads. And our target, as I said, is 10,000 subscribers, and we are at 4,000 and some hundreds. So I hope by the end of next month we shall have hit 10,000, God willing. I have been studying how Kalonzo Musyoka is behaving in regard to the 2022 August general election. Kalonzo Musyoka, you know, that guy to me behaves like a comedian, because I have never found him serious on whatever he speaks from his mouth. Why? Previously, when he was in One Kenya Alliance, he said he will be the most stupid person to support Raila Odinga as a president for another term. That ended. He signed an agreement between the Azimio coalition and One Kenya Alliance coalition to form a party, a coalition party, that is Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. After the signing, Kalonzo Musyoka supported Raila Odinga like 2 weeks. He again went into public and said, no, you know, I didn't know what I signed. So I want to move out of Azimio. If they cannot go as by my demands, Kalonzo started demanding that he be appointed as Raila Odinga's running mate, for arguments that he is the only competent and fit candidate to take that position. But then I stood here publicly in my video and I told you, Azimio will never ever take Kalonzo serious, because he no longer holds the Ukambani votes 100%. Why? Because the three governors from Kampani had decided to back Raila Odinga fully without condition. Kalonzo Musyoka said he campaigned against Raila, saying, oh, you know, if Raila cannot appoint me as a running mate, I'm going to run out of the Azimio One Kenya Alliance. Raila appointed Martha Karua and never appointed Kalonzo Musyoka. The interviews were made by the Azimio party, the Azimio One Kenya Alliance coalition party. They said, if you are aspiring to deputize Raila Odinga, send your documents for an interview. Kalonzo Musyoka walked in rallies saying he is past interviews. He is competent enough, and there is no man in Kenya that can sit Kalonzo Musyoka to ask him questions why he wants to deputize Raila Odinga. He went on newspapers, on media, and said, I will never step in that interview, whatever be it. If they don't want me, I'm stepping out. The following morning, when interviews were being held, news came, breaking news. Kalonzo Musyoka to attend the Azimio interviews. No, like, hi, Kalonzo, kichwa yako kweli? Umevuta hii bangi ya Kisii ama namna gani? You know, Mututo said Kisii has the most powerful and the most toxic bangi, you know. Okay, that ended. The interviews ended. Now, Kalonzo Musyoka again came out and said, now they have refused to appoint me as a running mate. What I'll do now, I'll present myself to run as a president. So he instructed the lawyers of Wiper and the One Kenya Alliance to move to court and seek permission to quit Azimio. After 3 days, Kalonzo told lawyers, no, pole, hiyo maneno pole. So the lawyers went underground. We saw Kalonzo in Ukambani grazing cows, dressed in an Azimio cape, you know. Amevaa kofia ya Azimio, and they were like, haya, Kalonzo, iko shida gani? Where's the problem, man? We're confused, innit? Haya, okay. You said you're moving out of Azimio, yes. You have instructed your lawyers, yes. You have already announced your running mate, yes. You, sasa, and again you are dressed kwa kofia ya Azimio. Hai guy, okay. Wakenya si tukawachana na hiyo story. Now today the Wiper Party called for press conference. Kalonzo Musyoka is the Wiper Party leader. You know, a party can never make decisions without consulting and approval from the party leader. The Secretary General of a party cannot come in public in media to give statements which have not been agreed by the party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka. The Wiper Party held a press conference today and it clearly said, we are in Azimio to stay. We ask Kalonzo Musyoka to go and find other avenues to negotiate with Raila Odinga so that we remain in Azimio. But as a Wiper Party, we categorically state in public that we are not moving out of Azimio. Our work is to campaign for Raila Odinga. Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So, and I was asking myself, why all this drama from Kalonzo? And you know the Wiper Party, when the Secretary General was speaking, I can tell you for a fact, he was speaking on behalf of Kalonzo Musyoka. But then, someone may ask, you know, I said in my Facebook post, those who follow me, in my other platforms, and said, just a few weeks ago, and said, Kalonzo Musyoka is in Azimio to stay. He is in Azimio and will remain in Azimio even after the August election. People rubbished my sentiments. Now, one may ask, why does Kalonzo Musyoka play all these theatrics? You understand that the three governors from Ukampani, when they made a deal with Raila Odinga, when Kalonzo Musyoka was still in One Kenya Alliance, Kalonzo Musyoka was put aside by Raila, and Raila decided, if you cannot join me, now let me work with governors. Charity Ngilu was brought on board, Kivuta Kibwana was brought on board, and Alfred Mutua was brought on board. The three governors who command the company as the duly elected governors. When they came and Kalonzo was like, it's like these guys are taking my space. I am the kingpin from Ukampani. These guys cannot take my space. Pew! Kalonzo ndio huyo. There's an agreement. The agreement, if you can remember, sent into packing Kivuta Kibwana. Kivuta Kibwana said, I'm taking a break and I will be behind bars in the Azimio. So Kivuta Kibwana went mute, went lost. Akapotea. Now, Kalonzo now incited the people of Ukambani. You saw even Mtula Kilonzo Jr., how he was speaking. He said, no Kalonzo, no Raila. In fact, Kalonzo incited the Ukambani people. They demonstrated. They rioted, telling Raila, if you cannot appoint Kalonzo Musyoka as your running mate, forget about the Ukambani votes. Raila did not bother. He incited governors. I told the governors, mimi natoka Azimio. Kumbe, Kalonzo Musyoka is blindly inciting Alfred Mutua so that he can leave. Alfred Mutua left. He joined Raila. He joined William Ruto. So, Kalonzo Musyoka's tantrums, to me, it's not about wrangles between him and Raila or between Uhuru Kenyatta. It was a tactic to restore the negotiation powers from the Ukambani. You know what I mean? If Raila wants to speak to the people of Ukambani, he should not approach the governors, but instead approach Kalonzo Musyoka himself as a kingpin from Ukambani. That was the tactic that Kalonzo Musyoka was playing. And he was successfully gaining it. Of course he did. Kivuta Kibwana went into packing. Alfred Mutua left. They only remained with Charity Ngilu. Now you see, Kalonzo Musyoka is playing all this drama to convince the people of Ukambani that he is not a man who can be easily bought. is playing this drama to remain relevant even after the August election. That is not a man who you cannot easily buy. Yani, Kalonzo is playing hard to get. Unajua kuna wale wasichana warembo who are playing hard to get. Amependa mwanaume, but this lady is playing hard to get. Amekupenda ndio. Hata anakuzungumza kwa marafiki jali nampenda sana. But she's playing hard. Why? She wants to show you that she's not that easily convincible. That is how Kalonzo Musyoka has behaved all this long. So today, the press conference from the Wiper Party has just confirmed that indeed Kalonzo Musyoka is in Azimio to stay. Can we listen to that press conference before we proceed and make a conclusion?
Meeting, which endorsed our party leader to go and vie for the presidency. We did this knowing that there would be other opponents, but we did that in the understanding that every party that is worth its name in salt has to organize and ensure that they vie for political power. So we did tell our party leader to go and vie for the presidential seat. And we also put a rider in those agreements that he is free to talk to any other political party that they could form coalition with. You know very well that our party leader started the coalition of the One Kenya Alliance. And later on, he decided to join the One Kenya Alliance, decided to join together with Azimio so that we formed the Azimio One Kenya political party. The intention was to ensure that as a party, we are part of the next government. Now today, we are here because we want to talk about what happened. We believed that our party leader was going to be the candidate. Later on, we believed that our party leader was going to be the deputy president. When that did not happen, as a party, and I want to make this clear, as a party, we positioned our party leader as a candidate for the elections so that we cannot be taken for a ride. So our party leader, as we are talking right now, his papers have gone to IBC and he already has named a running mate. But what we have decided and we have discussed as leaders is that, you see, the country is greater also than Wiper itself. And that because we had already agreed to work under the Azimio One Kenya Alliance, that maybe it is time that we exhaust all the options that were available under the Azimio One Kenya Alliance. Because there is a dispute resolution mechanism under that alliance. So we are asking our party leader that we do reconsider the possibility of having further discussions on this coalition arrangement. One of the reasons why we are disappointed and why we were disappointed and said we are going to go all the way to the ballot is because there was no structured discussion.
You heard it yourself. That is a press conference from the officials of the Wiper Party. And the person speaking is the Secretary General of the party. Now, lastly, if Kalonzo Musyoka is coming to the Azimio, someone may ask, what is he coming to gain? As I told you, Kalonzo Musyoka is coming to Azimio adds no value. He's only coming to reclaim relevance. Because the only position that he can be given is the super minister, which is equivalent to the position of the prime minister. Because a super minister is literally the class monitor to other ministers. So Kalonzo is coming to be given the position of the prime minister. Literally, that is the position they have handed over to him. One, Kalonzo has lost political integrity. Kenyans cannot trust this man again. Kalonzo has lost trust from Kenyans because as much as he was playing this politics to gain himself, as much as he was doing this drama to gain something at the end of it, it has painted Kalonzo Musyoka as a real watermelon as he was painted back in 2010 when Raila Odinga was rallying for the new constitution. Kalonzo Musyoka has portrayed a real watermelon, and Kenyans can never trust him anymore in the next politics unless he rebrands himself after August. And I tell you, the only position that Kalonzo can be given in the Azimio One Kenya Alliance is only the position of the Prime Minister, which is not in the Constitution now. But then, to make it relevant, they name it a super minister, because a super minister was just in the executive order that President Uhuru Kenyatta had signed, that yes, you can have a super minister who is in charge of other ministers, the position that Matiang'i is holding now. So, ladies and gentlemen, my last line is, Let Kalonzo Musyoka come to Azimio, but then he has lost integrity. But then we wish him all the best as he joins Baba in the campaigns. Uhuru Kenyatta again is joining Raila Odinga next. So this campaign will look like it's Raila Odinga, it's Kalonzo Musyoka, it's Uhuru Kenyatta, it's Martha Karua. 4 horses. Wow, it will be a bombshell. But then, as I always say, prepare for the Raila presidency. I wish you the best. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing. May God guard you until August 9th. And vote wisely. Vote peacefully. Wake up in the morning very early. Go and vote. Go back home. Watch a TV. Relax. If your candidate wins, thank God. If he loses, try next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.